Welcome to the live show on the internet. Yeah. We got a wild and crazy show for you tonight. Yes, we do. We're going to jump right into it.
These rumors were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that. Okay, it's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them. Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say their name? We're going to give them too much clout.
I mean...
The FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is. I'm just keeping it a buck. And their shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, your leader? Yo, man, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York.
Right.
So they telling a whole nother story. This was whoopity-doop-wop. Yo, bro.
Fat Joe has done it again. Fat Joe put his foot in his mouth once again. He made that little statement on Matt Hoffa, and it's been hell for him ever since. Apparently he was booked to do a show in Chicago, and as soon as he got on the stage, all the fans went to booing him. I'm surprised they weren't throwing condiments at him or throwing drinks at him, but they definitely was booing him. It was a lot of people and a lot of fans were saying that why would people spend money just to do that? But sometimes you got to spend a little money to get your point across, and that's exactly what these angry fans did. Now, will these fans continue to be angry at Fat Joe? I'm not sure, but I do know that Fat Joe is receiving a lot of backlashes for the comments that he made on Matt Hoffa as far as using the N-word and everything else. Fat Joe has made public apologies for what he has said in the present and in the past, and he had to step down from the BET award show, and he's no longer going to be the host of that. 2 Chainz, as far as my understanding, is the new host of the BET Awards, but man, I can see things getting a lot worse for Fat Joe. I hate to say it, man. Fat Joe, you might have to do a tour. You might have to go to Puerto Rico, your homeland, and do your shows over there. I'm quite sure that they will welcome you with open arms, and they'll give you a ton of support like you have over here in the United States. You understand what I'm saying? But Fat Joe, like I say, man, he done had a great career. He had a nice little run. Um he had a couple songs that I was jamming back in the days. The Terror Squad, he made a big move with them, and um he brought out Big Pun, and they had a nice little run, and he Remy Ma and all that. So he had a nice little um he had a nice little run as far as being a rapper, man, but he always said things I felt like he was out of place for saying. And the last thing that he did, and I felt like was so disrespectful to the black community, wasn't when he made that statement as far as using the N word on the Mouth Hoffa show. It was back when um the pandemic was going on, and they was doing the versus battle, and he had a verse battle with what's his name, Ja Rule. And when Ja Rule was bringing out, well, he was singing his songs, and he brought out the females that he wanted to do the song with. It was Big Mo and some other, I forgot the other chick name. But man, Fat Joe slandered those girls, man. He was talking real bad about them, talking about they look like crackheads, and went to talking about their outfits and everything, man. I felt as if that would have been disrespectful for a black guy to say that to those females, let alone somebody from another ethnic group. Now I know a lot of people gonna say urban Puerto Ricans and black people are the same. Yeah, I agree, and then sometimes I disagree with it because back in the days we all said we was brown people, but now since people done moved on up like the Jeffersons, they don't think like that no more. And you know what I mean? They want to classify themselves as, you know, other. You know, understand what I'm saying? And Fat Joe um made a public announcement and an apology about that situation after he said what he said during that versus battle. By the end of the day, you can apologize for it, but the situation still happened. The situation still occurred, and people still feel some type of way about it. You understand what I'm saying? And like I say, man, I don't know if his apology was sincere. Me personally, I feel as if he might have felt that his career could have been at jeopardy, and you know he just wanted to make sure he said the right things to keep everything going and keep his, you know, his money coming in. You understand what I'm saying? But if you ask any other if you ask any of those women that went through that situation with Fat Joe, I'm quite sure they gonna still feel some type of way about that. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, he always keep Remy Ma on a pedestal. Me personally, I felt like him and Remy Ma done had relations. You know what I mean? I don't. It's none of my business, but I can. I'm a man, and I know what it looks like when another man is having relations with a woman. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just obvious to me that him and Ma relationship is a little bit too spicy and too open. You understand what I'm saying? And Fat Joe, he's a real disrespectful guy. You know what I mean? If he cool with you, he cool with you. But if he not, he not. You know understand what I'm saying? He don't straddle the fence. That one thing I can say about him. He'll let it be known. And to me, he always been disrespectful to Papoose. Now, Papoose, as far as him allowing his female to be around these guys, that's something that I would never do. I don't care nothing about if they doing business or whatever. It's certain ways you need to conduct business. You need to have like a borderline. You understand what I'm saying? But like I say, man, Fat Joe buy gifts and everything for Remy Ma. You understand? And to me, she show more respect to Fat Joe than she does to her own husband. And like I say, man, Fat Joe is receiving a lot of backlash right now. You getting booed everywhere you going in the United States. Like to me, you might need to do a world tour. Maybe you need to go to Puerto Rico and just tour the whole Puerto Rico. I'm quite sure that they'll open you with open arms, and you won't have to deal with that issue over there in your own country. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Elaborate. With that being said, if you smell some stink, that's me. Urban Gossip TV, because we the shit.